Welcome back.
Hi, my name is Harry Lawtey and I play Robert on Industry and I'm speaking to Cosmo.
Hey, I'm Myha'la. I play Harper on Industry and I'm chatting with Cosmo.
Your worth to the firm is who you know and how those relationships are monetized.
Ask yourself, what's your edge?
Take what you deserve. Stop waiting for approval.
I think it kind of happens intuitively in a way. Like, again, that's one of the real privileges of long-running television. Like when Mickey and Conrad, the writers, wrote these characters, you know, we weren't in the picture in any way. So they're writing them as imaginary people in their heads, you know, whereas now I imagine when they write them, those people have a face and they're our faces, you know, and then at the same time, you know, if you know, me and Myha'la, we've been playing these characters for like a year now in total when you combine the two seasons. So of course we naturally have some sort of ownership and kind of relationship with them as almost friends of ours, you know, and I think for both of those reasons, you kind of gradually migrate more towards one another. You give more of yourself over to this character and they write more with you in mind. And so it becomes more of a collaboration perhaps than it was at the beginning. Having said that, obviously we still, the script is always still our guide that we have to follow. And one of the great things about our writers is they'll put something down that really surprises you. You go, oh, I didn't think that that's how they would respond in this situation. But then you have to collaborate and find a way through that and work out why. And that's what the work is, you know.
Guys, do you feel that energy? There is not a single penis in this room.
Oh God, can you imagine if we intentionally tried to create tension between? Oh God, no. I personally love to like scream at somebody in front of the camera and then go give them a hug. You know what I mean? Like, it's a safe space. We love each other. And the reason we can go so far on screen is because we have such strong relationships outside of it. I am not method. I don't want to, that's not for me. It's easy to sort of fall into the vibe of it, of your character when you're doing it for so long, but I would never intentionally create. I'm too sensitive for that. I would burst into tears.
I you know, of course I love acting and it makes me happy, but I'd miss the thing that never lets me down about this job is the people, you know, and that's the reason I'm excited to go to work every day, because you literally couldn't find a more team-based collaborative workplace than a film set. Like, you've got experts in every direction and they're all normally the best people, you know, and so that really is genuinely the joy of being able to do this job. And yeah, I'd miss that if I was locking myself in the corner of a room. And it's been one of the specific things about making this show is how close we all are from the very first week of the first season, you know. We were all kind of thrust this thing from a similar kind of space and with a similar mindset, and we just bonded over that and really kind of helped each other through it along the way. And we've had so much fun, and that's why I think for all of us it's got a very special place in our heart, I think.
People are just knots of fear. We loosen them, we win.
You have no idea how much I appreciate this. It's just business, Harper.
When you put something out into the world, someone's going to enjoy it and appreciate it. For us, we had a really specific group of people who we were emulating. So you always hope that you've done it justice. And for the most part, I got a really positive response. A lot of Black people in finance were like, thanks so much for doing this. And then, there's the random, this is not how it works. You know what I mean? But yeah, I thought it was good. What do you think, Harry? I'm sure you heard from some people.
Absolutely. I mean, to answer the other question, you know, I completely agree with Myha'la as well. Like, to do all that and have the show be received in such a positive way was an amazing kind of joy and relief, I suppose, because with it being our first time, with it being our first kind of major opportunity on this scale, like, we really cared about it. Like, we really did our best, and everyone worked so hard and worked together to make something that we thought was good and that we were proud of and we thought was unique. And so to find that people agreed with that was a lovely thing.
I think the biggest change in season 2 is that it was in the midst of the pandemic. So just life around in general and filming was quite different. We had to make sure that we were keeping ourselves and other people safe so that we didn't have to stop production. We were very lucky. We never had to stop, which was great. And then, of course, another big difference is the first time round, it was the first time we had ever done something to this scale. So we could come back with newfound confidence and a comfortability, and we could just sort of go for it and enjoy the process.
It was in a really lovely way. It was very different and very much the same. You know, it's such a lovely feeling to kind of, it's one of the joys of being in this kind of golden age of television that we are now, and that we can make kind of distinct work over a long period of time and come back to something that feels like home. And yeah, I suppose aside from all the COVID stuff, which of course was something that we were all very keen to make sure, you know, like Myha'la says, make sure that everyone was safe and could still do their jobs comfortably.
We will be looking to subsume either New York into London or vice versa.
Sounds like an attempt to juniorize London.
Can we guarantee our safety?
I was very surprised at how the interaction with her brother went. I appreciated, you know, after I read it, I was like, oh, it makes sense that this is the only person in the situation that she really like is completely subject to and succumbs to, and is sort of the submissive character I was like, oh, is she really gonna beg and plead and grovel? Like, that doesn't seem very her, but I mean, it makes sense. It's the only real family that she has and that she's been longing to reconnect with for such a long time. And I think it gives a really beautiful juxtaposition to how she is in her work life and why her personal relationships go so south, or why she can never hold on to them. And I think it was one of the most honest and true moments of Harpers in the whole of the show, first and second season combined. Thanks for watching. Season 2 is out now.